There's certainly no shortage of style and elegance here, and I'm standing now in the Creative Island area of Showcase, surrounded by the most beautiful products. This is an area that is dedicated to pieces that are imagined, designed and made in Ireland. And Maria Malarkey recently went to visit one of the Creative Island designers at his studio in Dublin.
When Brendan Joseph Madden isn't busy designing and creating products in his studio, he can sometimes be found here at Sandymount Strand taking photographs and getting inspiration for his pieces.
Being based in Dublin is great because it means I can hop on public transport and get to the beach, I can get to the mountains, I can get across the bay to Howth, and I can also just go for walks in town. And so a lot of the time I'll have my camera in my pocket, and if I see something, be it whether I'm walking or on a bus, if even if I'm on my way to meet someone, I'll stop and I'll take out my camera and I'll start photographing the details of, maybe it's the lichen on a rock that's orange rather than yellow, or it's something that's different that just catches my eye. I think that weaving has always been something that's been in my DNA, in that my grandfather was a basket weaver. He was blind and that's what he did with his career. And so I went to the National College of Art and Design and I was all intent studying graphics. And I got there and just fell in love with the handle of material, how it feels, silk and wool and cashmere. And as well as that, I love the mathematics of it. So I became fascinated with creating these patterns that were the physical structures of the cloth. Even though I design a pattern, I know what it's going to look like. I know the exact gauge of the thread in millimeters and micrograms, but when you see it woven and when you handle it as cloth, it just helps you forget all of the hard times, because it is quite tough in business, and it is tough in Ireland. It is easier to go to London and produce in Italy. But I'm really passionate about making here, and I love Ireland, and that's why it inspires so much of my work.
Following his graduation from the National College of Art and Design in 2010, Brendan worked tirelessly into developing his business and successfully launched his label, Brendan Joseph, last year.
All of my patterns are totally unique, so I've developed them myself. And they're based on these shimmers of water on a puddle in the middle of a road, or a flooded land, or a beach at low tide, or a storm. One of my favourite things is whether people are buying a piece or not, when they appreciate it, or when someone gets a story without having necessarily known it. So, like, I love one of the pieces that I wove by hand was up Dublin Bay, and a pilot saw it when he was checking out of the hotel he was staying in. I have a display at this hotel called the Dillon, and he just saw it and he was like, "This is like when I'm flying in over Dublin." And it was amazing because that's exactly what it was. It was Dublin Bay.
Brendan has enjoyed a very successful first year in business and is looking forward to see what the future holds following Showcase.
I've had an incredible opportunity this year. The Design and Craft Council of Ireland selected me to be part of Creative Island at Showcase, which means that I get to bring what I've been working on and developing for the last several years, but what I've been doing as a business for just the last year, to people all over the world. And it's incredible because it means that even though I've had all these ideas in my head for so long, it's now, as I hit the ground running, they've just paved the road for me. And it's as good a start as I could possibly have. And who knows how it'll go, but I'm really, really excited to be exhibiting.
Great enthusiasm there from Brendan, and you know, everywhere you go here at Showcase you get a sense that people are really excited to be exhibiting and showing the very best of Irish craft and design to the international market.